This woman made history. Hi everyone, it's me, Linda B, and welcome back. All right, so today I'm excited because I am going to do a reaction video to a video by someone I greatly admire. Her name is Misha Mainor. Misha Mainor was elected to the Georgia State House of Representatives back in 2020. She represents District 56, Fulton County, which is the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, Ms. Mainor did something very, very brave back in 2023. She went from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party. And I am going to do a reaction to a video. So excited. And I'm so glad to have you guys here. So before we continue, I need you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, watch the video all the way to the end. I'm on my way to more subscribers with a goal of 3,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Now, let's go.
I hate to see this message out there that the white man is the reason why blacks are doing bad. No, it's the elected leaders that are representing those communities that are not serving those communities. My name is Misha Mainor, and this is my story. I am a single mom of two beautiful girls, Alexis and Chloe, and I am also the state representative for the best district in the entire state of Georgia. I was born and raised in Atlanta in an area that's blighted. Drugs, crime took over. You know, I tell people when I would get off of the school bus, I literally would run home from crackheads. From there, though, my mom moved me to a district where the schools were performing better, and that was my version of school choice. So that kind of really spearheaded just my whole concept of why a child needs resources to get out of, situations that they may be in. I am one of the lucky ones. I went to Howard University. Graduated with my master's in physical therapy. It is truly one of the best professions. I was a director of outpatient rehabilitation at a hospital. Politics was not a conversation. This was nothing that I was thinking about. Long story short, I was skiing in Utah with my kids, and my mom called me and said the city council person died. And it was a fleeting thought. I'm gonna run for office. I figure out how you run for office. I'm actually the very last person to put in my qualifying fee. People would ask me, what's your platform? I did not know what a platform was. I literally did not know anything about politics. And what I told them at each occurrence was, look, I've never been in politics, but I can solve problems. That's what I do as a physical therapist. That's what I do as a mom. I had a successful daycare. If you have a problem and you come to me, I can fix it, or at least try my best. And if I can't fix it, I'll find someone else that can fix it for you. So I did not win that race, did do well, but at that moment, I thought to myself, this is why you ran for city council. It wasn't to win city council, it was to get you right to this point. And you're gonna run for state house. And I was convicted in that from that point forward. And here I am today. Growing up, everyone in my family, even now, they're Democrats. And so I ran as a Democrat initially when I won my race. I campaigned on educational options for children. I campaigned on putting people over systems and politics. I campaigned on public safety. Now, when I won, this was also in the middle of COVID. And there was a huge defund the police movement. And I was the only Democrat really running on, no, we do not need to defund the police. I was also the only Democrat running on school choice and parent choice. I've only been in office for 3 years, but I am extremely disappointed in what I have seen. My first year in office, I was up there till 4 o'clock in the morning, reading through the legislation to see what I was voting on, not realizing that other people weren't doing that. You know, the very first bill was a special needs scholarship bill. And the Democrats were against the special needs scholarship bill. I don't know why they voted against it. And my charge to them was children with special needs are special. And that was the first time that I voted against the Democrats. I just knew that I was not going to vote for things just because someone told me to.
I'm going to pause right here because this right here is such valuable information that she's giving us right now. We have to think about that when we vote, we need to look over the legislation. I think a lot of times we vote based on how we've always voted, how everyone in our family has always voted. She just stated that she grew up a Democrat. Everybody in her family was Democrat. So she just ran as a Democrat. She didn't really know why. She just did that because that's all she knew. And when she read over the, legislation, she said others weren't even doing that. And that the Democrats were not for school choice. They were not for special needs scholarships for special needs kids. And, as a mother of a special needs person, that is very, very, very important to me and at the center of my heart. And for a party who says is for the little person, is for those who've been marginalized, but then you vote against the very thing that can help the people who you say you represent. And I charge everyone who is listening to my video right now, before you even comment, please do some research before you comment on my videos, because I'm going to come back strong with facts. Okay, do not come with emotion. Don't come with that. Come with facts. Okay, come with having read through legislation. I've read through some things, and I know a politician personally. I have not met Miss Misha Mainor, though I desire to meet her, and my desire is to have her come on my show. I do know a politician who told me, who works at the Capitol and knows Misha Mainor, and she said that, and this person that I know is a Democrat. I'm not going to say her name, but she said that she admires Misha Mainor because she stands up for what she believes in. This person is a Democrat, and she agrees with what Misha Mainor is saying, that they are vicious. Everyone, there are some people in the Democratic Party who want to vote differently, but are afraid to because of the backlash. Misha Mainor, it came to my attention that she received death threats. People in her own party were really coming up against her. There's other videos out there on her on YouTube that you can go and look and search out, and they boo her when she walks in. I mean, my politician friend told me that. She said they boo her when she was a Democrat, when she walked in. I mean, because she stood up for her constituents. The people who she went out to in the community said they wanted school choice and they wanted safer neighborhoods. But everything that her constituents wanted, and her constituents have a high percentage of Black people where she represents in District 56. The Democrats stay there for Black people, but they vote against the very thing that we want. So we got to remember to vote our own interest over party. Okay, let's continue.
Because it was a party decision. I wanted to vote for things that actually impacted people in a positive way. And I continued to vote against them many times. Fast forward a few months, the Democrats started coming on my social media again, attacking me about school choice. And I did some self-reflection, and it was like, you know what, Misha, they have the right to be mad at you. These are their positions, and you don't agree with any of their positions. It's like, okay, well, maybe you're not a Democrat. If your position is you don't want to keep communities safe, if your position is it's okay for kids to be in schools where 97% can't read, I don't want to be a part of any group that feels that way. I have switched parties recently. I was a Democrat loyalist. I had no idea that these were ideals that the Democrats didn't believe in. There are millions of people that are Democrats, registered Democrats, because that's all we know, because that's just what we're supposed to be. I know that no party is perfect. I know that one party does not have all the answers, but I do know that the priorities that Black inner city communities need, the Republicans are fighting for those issues, not the Democrats. This has been a challenge for Democrats. This switch has not been a challenge for me. The day that I switched, my phone started ringing. Text messages, emails, constituents saying, I'm still voting for you. I don't care what letter is next to your name, I'm still voting for you. At the end of the day, people need help. And I think that my constituents recognize that I really am just trying to help. Now, online, I've received, some really serious racial attacks. There have been death threats for switching parties, but these are people that are not in my community. These are Democrat loyalists, and they actually have no idea what they're voting for. I really think Black people need to be asking themselves what has happened since the civil rights movement. Black people have not received anything from the Democrat Party since that time. I hate to see this message out there that the white man is the reason why Blacks are doing bad. Republicans are the reason that Blacks are doing bad. No, it's the elected leaders that are representing those communities that are not serving those communities. Politics is all about fear. If you can tell someone something and make them very emotional with their vote or fearful when they're voting, then they have their vote. I hope I'm able to show a group of people the truth. My platform stays the exact same. I am the exact same person. I am still a Christian listening to the Holy Spirit within me. I am still a single mom. Nothing changes except now I'm with a party that supports my community.
That is amazing, guys. And what she said is so true, that we as a community, Black people, we don't realize what we're voting for. That when we vote Democrat, we're actually voting against ourselves. And that is so, you know, something that we really need to realize that we've been doing for decades. We have not been voting in our best interest. We've been voting party over us. And she said it the best. The Democratic Party, since the civil rights movement, has done nothing for us. And we got the right to vote in the mid 60s. Lyndon Baines Johnson, a Texas Democrat who was a racist, he was a Democrat. He signed the bill, but the Republicans in Congress, more Republicans were for Black people having the right to vote than Democrats were. So the Republicans pushed it through. Some people think the parties switched. I used to think that. That's absolutely not true. The Democrats have just figured out a way to use fear and use race and emotionalism and pointing the finger at the Republicans and calling the Republicans racist to get the Black people to vote for them. But the truth is the truth. She said she stayed up all night into the wee hours of the morning reading over legislation, and others in her party were not doing that. And they were attacking her. She's received death threats. And so I saw another video of her talking about this very same thing. And she said her blood pressure was high when she was with the Democrats. Now it's a healthy level with with the Republicans, and that the Republicans are trying to help Black people. The Democrats pretend to help, pretend to be the party for us when they stab us in the back each and every time. They don't want us to have school choice, which reminds me of the plantation. Back in the slavery times, the slave owners did not want the Black slaves to learn how to read. Well, you're on the Democratic plantation if you're in a public school and you're reading below grade level. You're doing math below grade level, in a lot of cases, far below grade level, keeping you uneducated and not knowing. And see, that's what they want. The Republicans said, no, I'll give you school choice. I'll give you vouchers so you can go to the school of your choice. You have parental rights. I mean, so why can't we just see that? Why don't we spend some time looking at legislation, reading it, understanding it, and voting for our interests? We don't want unsafe neighborhoods. I remember the whole defund the police, whole chaotic message. And her voters, the people who voted her in, said, I don't care what letter is next to your name. I'm still voting for you, because they can see that she cares. She tried it as a Democrat. They gave her hell. Now she's on the Republican side and getting far more support. So you people out there listening to me, who are under the sound of my voice, you don't even have to believe me. Do some research. Also, I wanted to bring up that the political person that I know who works at the Capitol in Atlanta. She's a politician, of course, and she knows Misha Mainor. She mentioned to me and my husband very recently, just a few days ago, that the Democrats are going to put forth something that looks like it's for economic improvement. It has something to do with the HBCUs, but don't vote for it. She told us, don't vote for it, vote against it. Okay, because the Democrats make things look like it's one way, but it's another way. They play these word games and they fearmonger. This is the party of the KKK. Go look at my other video on the Democratic Party and the KKK. Remember, the parties did not switch. The Democrats have just figured out a way to use race to bait us. And the clips and things that they talk about with Donald Trump, they edit his clips too. They try to make him look like a racist. I'm not saying everything out of his mouth should have been said, but his policies benefit us. The opportunity zones, First Step Act, Second Step Act. Okay, so we got to stop going along with the mainstream media. The mainstream media is not telling us the truth. I pretty much do the opposite of what they say at this point, because I see from now on, I would do the opposite. If the mainstream media says do this, I'm going to do the other thing, the exact opposite. So that's pretty much it. You guys give me your comments. What do you think about Misha Mainor? She's getting a lot of support from the Republican Party. She didn't get it from the Democratic Party. Okay. Again, see my video on the Democratic Party and the KKK. All right. Well, you guys, I want you to be blessed, prosperous. If you're going through a hard time right now, remember it always gets better, guys. Remember to like the video, share this video. It's very important information. Comment and subscribe. Until next time, you guys be blessed and march on, warriors.